brothers and sisters, marks a very significant advocacy day for the reasons that Brother Robert just mentioned. The issue of Gaza, the issue of our government foreign policy, and the legislation our Congress made are very important and very much related to every and each American citizen. And as American citizens, we have the right to speak, to demand, to advise, to monitor, to check where our tax money is going. That's an obligation, that's a role to play, that's a duty, being a citizen of the United States of America. In your advocacy day, you will be bullied. You will be challenged. The first thing some of them will tell you is, unfortunately, the majority of members of Congress have taken one side and shown more loyalty to a foreign country than loyalty to the United States of America. Part of the bullying questions that you will be facing as you visit some of these offices, the first thing they will tell you, do you support Hamas? And intimidated questions for you. Our answer is that, of course, we do condemn Netanyahu's genocide and war crimes in Gaza, in Palestine, and we will never be silent, and we will never be bullied, and we will never be discouraged to speak the truth. We condemn Netanyahu's extreme government for all the atrocities and the war crimes they commit in Gaza and in Palestine. We have received email from our schedulers that they are faced with this question. And they said, what should we respond? And that's exactly how they are going to respond. We will not tolerate silence. That's our duty, is to speak up. With members of Congress, they need to know there are American peoples who do not agree with this policy that did not make Israelis or the Palestinians safe and living in peace, nor made the United States respected around the world, especially in the most strategic location and area in the world, in the Middle East. We care about America more than some of the legislators who are taking America down the drain and making it look a bully, making it a country that is complacent in the genocide that is happening over in Gaza. So out of our love of unity and our patriotism is to speak the truth and to tell our members of Congress that a policy must be revised. And peace must be brought to that region that is vital to the interest of the United States. And if it is a vital interest of the United States, then we should make sure that there is a good policy in that region that makes people respect and look up for the United States of America. That's a duty that you are going to do. And history will get you into its pages that you have done your duty and you have done everything that you can to educate members of Congress about the truth and what is exactly happening. And that is our funding, our tax money should go into the right direction. There are many issues included, and I want to tell you this. USCMO has paid attention to the brave students around the colleges around the country. And USCMO has taken a position to support our students nationwide And we have introduced this into our agenda that you will have as you go and visit members of Congress, that we support our students. The freedom of speech is the hallmark of the United States of America, and we will never there will be policies and action items that will be distributed and sent out to the entire community, inshallah, in the days to come, and maybe in hours to come, to make sure that our communities support our students in their right for freedom to speak and to assemble and to express their views. And we expect you, inshallah, as you come to go back to your hometowns, to work with the local communities to support our students in every university that they choose to speak up and to express their views. So inshallah, that will be an action item as you leave the Advocacy Day from this year, inshallah. I also would like to thank the steering committee of the Advocacy Day, who put hours and lots of efforts to make this Advocacy Day, with all the arrangement, all the policies that put together. I really want to thank them because they spent lots of hours. Please help me thank them for their hard work. We're trying to improve ourselves. So this year we have developed an app, hoping that this app will help you go through your Advocacy Day in terms of the information, in terms of the resources, if you are coming for the first time. And by the way, I believe about 70% of this year's attendees are first time coming to Washington, D.C. and doing the Advocacy Day. So let's welcome those who made it for the first time. 70% this year are the newcomers to the Advocacy Day. So this app hopefully will help you go through. You will see, as we said, resources, information about the Capitol, about the Advocacy Day itself. We are looking forward to hear your input. What do you think of this? What do you think of the entire Advocacy Day? We would like to improve. We would like to hear you back. Also, in the app, there is what we call it video testimonial. We would like you to just click and record yourself and give us your honest view. We would like to hear from you and what you think of the Advocacy Day and why you are here today. So these things are within the efforts that we're trying to improve our Advocacy Day and make it, inshallah, a more successful and more organized, more professional way. We have came a long way over the years, and these dedications of these teams that have been always there to make this Advocacy Day successful, alhamdulillah, has been fruits, and we are improving every year, and we would like to hear more from you. As we go tonight, as you know, every year on the first day, at 5 p.m. when we finish with our meetings, 5 p.m., we will reassemble and we meet with some members of Congress who would like to come and address us. So please make sure that immediately when you finish from your meetings to come back to the rooms that are listed in your agenda, where to come in. And we're expecting some members of Congress to come and address our attendees this year. Each group of you, each state has group captains. So please make sure that you contact the group captains who will give you the badges, who will give you the booklets to leave behind. We are no longer printing the booklets that you take as attendees, because that's too much to print and that's too much papers to float around. That's why we kept it on the app. So you will have access to it all the time. You don't have to carry too much for you. But the leave behind booklets, those are available. We give it to the group captains, and you make sure that when you visit those offices, to give this to your your congressional office, because that is important for them. You talk to them, speak with them, keep that booklet so that they always come back to it and be able to see what you have been talking about. And then, inshallah, we want to make sure that this year we do a follow-up. It is important
important that we do a follow-up to our advocacy. It is not just visit and leave and they will forget about you. When you go back to your hometown, visit your district, and talk to them and say, I visited you, I talked with you, I would like to see where we are now from what we have discussed. There will be a change of rules. Everything is in your app so that you know exactly what you want to do and so that you don't get lost. Unfortunately, not every office that we will, room that we have, that we can have it for the full day. Because as you know, there are so much going on. With that, again, I want to thank you. Yes. I want to thank you all for coming to this Advocacy Day. And I pray that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will help you, will support you as you visit those congressional offices, as you meet and speak with your representative, because it is very important for us. The entire community relies on your advocacy today and tomorrow. The entire world will be impacted by what you do and how much you can really change in the minds of members of Congress. So we look up to your work, and inshallah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will support you. Be proud, be strong, be courageous, never be afraid, and inshallah, we'll make a successful one. I would like now to ask our board of directors to come and join me on the stage, and we will give each one of them a couple of minutes, inshallah, to greet you or to speak with you. And I would like to start with our chair of the board. We take pride in ourselves that we have a system at USCMO that every year we make a draw to pick one of our founding members the chair of the board. And over the years we have been successful in making this very smooth and representation of our members. This year we are so delighted and so proud to have MLFA as the chair of the board, represented by its new CAO, Sister Arshia Ali Khan. So Sister Arshia, please come over.